Hello friends, welcome back to another video, or if you are new here, welcome. We have a busy week ahead of us, so I'm wanting to go around the house and get some cleaning done. I'm also going to be sharing a grocery haul with you here, and I'm going to be making a very quick and simple dinner for the family, so stick around and let's tackle some things together. We went to a mixture of places today to get groceries, so I figured I would go ahead and do a grocery haul with you. I did one not too long ago, and that was for, I think, 2 weeks. This one is not for as long of a time. I want to say it's about a week, maybe a little more, but we kind of just got a variety of things to hold us over until we can do our large monthly grocery trip, which will probably be like next week. So anyway, we went a couple different places. We went to Walmart, Sam's Club, and we tried this local place on the way home, and they ended up having some really good deals. So we only really went to Walmart just to kind of fill in any gaps that we had. So we ended up getting the 60 eggs because they are about $14 here now, so we got those from Walmart. We ended up getting a couple different things. We got a family pack of pork sirloin chops, and they were only $7.72 for this huge thing of them. And we're just going to throw them on the grill. This is almost 3.5 pounds of pork chops, so we got that. We also got a pack of chuck steaks. And it says it's a family pack. It has like maybe 2 or 3 in it. But again, it is $13. And we're just going to throw those on the grill. Actually tonight, my husband's getting the grill ready. We're just going to season those real quick, throw them on the grill, have probably some broccoli or something, and that will be dinner. Something quick and easy. I'm wanting to try a new recipe with these, so I got 2 packages of these Boston style ribs. They were only $5.71, and how much were they? A pound, over 1.5 pounds. So got 2 of those. We got some lunch meat. We got different ones, turkey, ham, and again, a variety, because a lot of times we'll just wrap pickles in this turkey and it will be like a quick lunch or a snack or something. So got those, and they were super cheap. They were only like $2 for this lunch meat pack. So got a couple of those. The chicken nuggets were on sale for $4, so we got some of those for lunch. I love buying these. How many are in here? There's 4 16-ounce bags of broccoli. So they end up switching them between broccoli and green beans usually. And I love the green bean ones too, but they're very easy just to throw in the microwave and steam. You can also saute them. We like these, and they're usually pretty good for our family. So I got those. I'm going to be doing some baking. So I got a bunch of butter. I got these. These are the ones that they sell at Sam's Club. So we got these. I needed some more bacon. We got the 3-pack, and I want to say it was like $9 or $10 for that. I can't really remember, but I know that it's one of the cheaper ones, and usually I use it in recipes, so we don't really need like the thicker cut or anything. Some heavy cream. I'm going to make some homemade ice cream. So I got some heavy cream. We got crescent rolls. I don't know what I needed this for, but I got this. Half and half frozen vegetables. I like putting this in rice, and that's actually what I'm going to be using it for. So I like to have it on hand just in the freezer, so whenever I make rice, I already have it. We are going to be doing some shrimp bowls. So I bought the medium-sized shrimp for that. And then I'm going to make shrimp ceviche. So I got the smaller ones for that. Oh, real quick before I forget. So we got a huge thing of water. That was only $4 at Sam's for 40 water bottles. We got some pool stuff. So that's that. Okay, let's go over here. Also, if you're curious about what I'm going to be making with any of this stuff, I will put our menu for the week down below so you can see what we're going to be having, what we're going to be making, and that will then also be in our Friday video. All right, moving on to the not cold stuff, I think. Over here it is, at least. So Theo picked out some plates for 4th of July. We host every year, so I got some of those. This is a brand that we used to buy when we lived in Chicago, and it's only $4 for 12 rolls, and they're actually like pretty good quality. They're not, you know, those super thin ply ones. And we only can find them at one store down here. And so they're $4. I ended up buying 2 packs. We usually get the Angel Soft ones, which they're pretty equivalent to, in my opinion. So, and those are almost $9, I think, for 12 rolls. So we ended up getting 2 packs for $8, and that's a pretty good deal. We are trying this fabric softener. I have never used it before, but it smells really good, so we're gonna try that. And oh, I needed hand soap, and I was kind of in a rush, so this was the one I just randomly grabbed. So I got that. I used to buy this at Target, and I had been looking for it for a while, so I grabbed one of these. It smells really good. It's just an air freshener, so I got another one of those. They had these tubs for $1.30 at the store, so I got 2 to put our ice cream in. So I got those. We got this giant floaty. It's huge. It was one that they had like hanging from the ceiling. So we got one of these for the pool, and I'm hoping, I don't know why we didn't really think it through, but I'm hoping that it doesn't get popped because there's a ton of glitter in here, and I'm just now realizing that. But anyway, we got one of those. We got a beach ball because we like playing like volleyball in the pool, and so I always get these whenever they're on sale to kind of stock up because we go through quite a bit of them. These are our like go-to trash bags from Sam's Club. The other ones always fall, like they come off of our garbage can, and these ones do not ever do that. So we continuously go back to that, and there's 200 bags. They last forever. So that is a really good one if you have that issue, which we've had over the years. Moving on, I got one of these pans. They were like, it was 80 cents or something like that. So I got one of these to do the ribs in on the grill. We're gonna smoke them. They had these shirts. They're just plain, but they were like 98 cents, I think. And they were in the boys' size, so I just grabbed a couple of those for them to have throughout the summer. It's kind of nice just having some plain, really cheap ones because a lot of times they're outside playing in the dirt, they're playing in the water, so it's nice and convenient to have, you know, some cheap shirts, especially for summertime. I got some cocoa. I'm going to try to make a chocolate syrup for like ice cream and stuff. So I have a new recipe I'm wanting to try out, and that's what I needed this for. I got a big thing of sugar. I don't remember how much it was. Oh, 10 pounds. 10 pounds of sugar. 12 pounds of flour. We got some oats. Breadcrumbs. And I got this for the ice cream. They have the kits of the ice cream at Walmart, and they're like $17. And this was like $2. So highly suggest going and looking for this if you do that, because it is a huge difference in price. I got these to try another new recipe, and I don't even know how to pronounce it. It's like bridled noodles or brindled noodles or something with breadcrumbs. So that's actually why I got the breadcrumbs, and I got these. It's like with gravy and stuff. If you've tried it, please let me know below, like if you have any good tips, because I have never tried them and I've never made them, but it looked and sounded so good. So I am going to try them. They seem pretty easy. But yeah, if you have any tips for those, if you've tried them, or if you know how I'm supposed to pronounce it, please let me know. We got some more mayo. Pepperoncinis. I'm going to do the Mississippi smoked ribs, so that's what these are for. Pickles, just because our family is like obsessed with pickles, so we always seem to have a whole bunch. My husband got this weird beer. I don't drink, but he does, and I thought this was hilarious because it's Hulk Hogan, and I don't know if he's ever seen it. I don't think he has, so he's gonna try that, I guess. Potatoes. Again, we have not tried this. This was from the local store, and vanilla cola. I figured my kids would like that, so we got that to try. My husband, he suggested this. I guess he's tried these and he said it was good. I don't know how much I trust that, but I'm willing to give it a try. I like tea. I don't really care for Sprite, and it seemed like a really weird mixture to me, so I don't know. He said it was good. We'll give it a try. My daughter's already gotten into these. They are red hot potato chips, and they were $1, so we got those. It was like not even half a bag, so down to here. All right, let's go over to here. Okay. I think I got that Cool Whip for these. I had saw this really cute little picture online where someone put Cool Whip in like these, you know, like the walking tacos, but instead it was like the little cakes with the strawberry shortcake. Is that what it is? Anyway, it had something similar to these little muffins, and you open the bag and you can put the Cool Whip inside with some strawberries, and it's like a little walking cake, like a little walking shortcake or something. So I thought the kids would have a ton of fun with that, and they were red, white, and blue, so I figured, you know, very festive. So we got those. I got 2 of them. Some brownies for snacks. My kids love the moon pies, and they love banana. So the local store that we went to, they had a whole bunch of different flavors, but banana I think is one of their favorites, so we got that. Here's more of those chips, those red hot chips. I have never seen these before. We love Honey Bunches of Oats. We don't really eat cereal. I don't really know the last time that I bought cereal. And I refuse to kind of buy any until they eat through like what we have. So, and I actually need to go through it probably and see if it's even stale, because we have not ate cereal in so long. But I saw these, and my husband and I used to love Honey Bunches of Oats, just the normal original flavor ones. So I don't know. They kind of look like Cocoa Pebbles, so we're gonna try them and see if they're any good. But it's kind of a small box, so I'm hoping that they're good, but if they're not, it's a small box, and I think, you know, maybe my 15-year-old will like them if we don't. I got some tea bags. I like these. This brand is actually really good for tea, so we buy this, and they're the tagless ones, so we do that. These are also for that Mississippi smoked ribs, so both of these are used in that recipe. The drink mixes. So I discussed last time how I was going to try this because the other one that I buy is the orange Celsius. It's the only one that I drink. I'm super weird with drinks, and I like normal water, but if I want like a flavored water, I can do the Celsius orange. Other than that, I'm not adventurous. So this one's for my husband. They haven't been doing the orange. Like, I think they discontinued all of them, so I haven't been able to find them. So I've been trying to mix it with this, and it's okay. It's not the best. I think it would be better if I spent the time and actually like dissolved the mix in with like hot water first, but I never do that. I never have the time, and I don't care enough. So anyway, I got these. Like I said, I'm super weird, and I only can do half the packet at once, and I do more water than what it suggests. I think I double the water. So anyway, I've been drinking these, and they're good. It's just not as good as the Celsius orange, if you're wondering. My kids liked these. They were the Water Talk is what they listed them as on like Walmart online. So it has the mermaid, the unicorn, peach ring, and cotton candy. My 7-year-old, I wasn't gonna get these, but my 7-year-old asked for them again. So we got more of those. I think for the most part they like them. I tried them and they were really, really like too sweet, too strong. I couldn't do it. I don't even know if I could do half a pack, honestly. So that's those. Oh, they were handing these out in Sam's Club with some animal crackers. And so we got a couple different ones of these to try. I got the black raspberry. Again, I'm weird with these, and I don't even usually these are too strong for me, so I don't know if I'll like it. I haven't tried it yet. The boys tried, what was their flavor? A watermelon lime. So they tried that. I didn't even ask, but I think they liked it. So anyway, that's what we got. They were just samples. Some lettuce. The heads of lettuce at Sam's I feel like are always a really good size and a good price, and so every time we're there I try to get lettuce. I also tried to get these large packs of mushrooms. We really love these. Got some cilantro for I'm going to do pico de gallo, and I'm also going to do shrimp ceviche. So I tried to get plenty, and they have similar ingredients, so that's what that's for. Also some cucumbers. I do have like normal cucumbers, which I think I'm going to use in those recipes, but we like snacking on those, so I got those. The local store has this huge pack of jalapenos for almost $3. So we got that so I can use in these recipes. I love these tomatoes at Sam's. They are so flavorful. These are my favorite tomatoes. Other than in the garden, these are like the next best. So I always get these when we're at Sam's, even if I still have some, because they are really, really good. I got those. I got these ones from Walmart just to kind of put in the things that I'm going to be making. So that's what that's for. Some avocados. They're still really, really hard, so we'll have those in our shrimp bowls when we make those. I needed some more onions, so we got onions. These grapes are usually really good. I guess I'm kind of picky about grapes. I like them on the sweeter side, not like really that sour. So these are always on the sweeter side. Oh, it says it's sweet. Okay, so anyway, these are always really good, so I got more of those. And my daughter likes putting lemon juice on them and then freezing them they're actually really good like that. I know that you can get some at Walmart now, but they're insanely priced, and it's for a really small bag, but they do that, and then I think they put sugar on them. She likes them with sugar, but I think she likes them more without the sugar and just like in the lemon juice. So she does that a lot with grapes. And then we got these strawberries. So that is what we got for at least a week. It will probably be for a little more than a week, but again, I'm going to be doing a lot of baking. We got, some household stuff, and we're going to be making some ice cream and stuff. But if you are interested in what the recipes are that we're going to be doing this week. You can find the recipes in our Friday video that I will be doing, but you can also see the menu down below in the description box. Now that we have the grocery haul all done, I'm going to quickly put everything away. It was kind of a weird week for our grocery shopping because we usually will schedule like our large trips for our like monthly food. We schedule that during certain pay periods for the month, and that is usually also when we go to Sam's Club and kind of get our extra stuff too. So we try to get like stocked up on toilet paper and all of our home goods and everything once a month, and it ended up falling on a really weird week this month. So we went and did Sam's and stuff like that, but it wasn't our usual like monthly trip that we go and take. So that's actually next week, and I don't know, it's kind of gonna throw me off probably because, like I said, it is not our usual week, and so it kind of threw everything off. But we were at a point where we started needing, you know, our normal monthly stuff, and we just decided to go ahead and go and get that all while we had the time. I'm also trying to get back into the swing of things and doing a lot more homemade stuff and doing stuff from scratch. I know for a while now, a couple months, it seems like I'm not doing nearly as much, and that is honestly the truth because I think I've just been too busy. I've had a lot on my plate, and now that we're moving into the summer months and things are starting to calm down a little and we're getting into our summer routine, it is starting to feel like I want to start doing those things again and working those into our summer routine. And so I think I've just been so busy and everything's been a little chaotic lately, so I haven't been doing as much from scratch and homemade stuff as I usually love to do. So I'm really excited to start some of that again. One thing my kids and I started doing last year was making homemade ice cream, and it is so much better than store-bought. And I don't know if it's just because, you know, you put your hard work into it and it's just like, oh, that's so, you know, it's so much more satisfying to have when you put your work and effort into it. So I don't know if it's that or if it actually is like really better than store-bought. So we are starting to do that again, and my kids are so excited. They've already told me a million different flavors that they're wanting to do. So we like taking mint from the garden. That was one of our favorite recipes for ice cream, is doing a mint chocolate chip with mint from the garden. So that is probably one of our first few flavors we're going to be trying. My daughter's wanting some vanilla ice cream, and I'm wanting to try a new recipe for some chocolate syrup. So we figured we would do some like ice cream sundaes this week. I started my sourdough starter again, and that has been doing really well, I think, with the warmer kitchen. So it is probably going to be ready here within the next few days. I'm excited to be able to do bread, and my kids love the sourdough cinnamon rolls, so we'll be doing a lot of those. I'm just so excited to get back into the swing of things and have things kind of feel normal for a while. It just seems like everything's been so hectic lately, so I'm really excited for things to kind of slow down and get back to our norm. Here is that giant gummy bear floaty, and it looks so small in the pool itself, but it is like over 5 feet tall. Like, it might be taller than me. I'm 5'3", 5'4" on a good day, and I can't believe how small it looks in our pool. It's filled with glitter, so if they pop it, that is going to be terrible to clean up. We've already had the discussion with them, like, yeah, you can play on it, but please, no sharp objects. I am starting the tidying up today outside. We have these bushes, I think they are. I don't think they're trees. I don't know what they're called. We got them last year, and we had them along our back like pergola, and I just think that they were getting way too much sun out there. So we ended up moving them by our front door, but they don't get rained on, so I always move them out from underneath the overhang so they can get some water whenever it rains. So I was moving those back. And then I'm cleaning off our front deck area. We have a bunch of bird feeders up here. And so the squirrels and the birds, they're always kind of throwing them all over our deck. So I'm kind of moving things around, and I'm going to give it a really good sweeping, getting it all swept up and cleaned. And then I had my wind chime kind of break in half. And it was the one that I had bought for myself whenever my son passed away. So I think I can actually repair it. So I'm not too concerned with it. I moved that inside, and I'm going to do really well sweeping to make sure there's no like little residue from that could get caught in anyone's foot. But yeah, I'm starting outside, gonna get this whole deck area cleaned up and nice and tidy, and then I'll move inside and do some cleaning there. Now that we have moved inside, I'm going to be starting with the bathrooms. We have 2 bathrooms on our main level that could really use some attention, so that is where I am going to start. And I like starting with the bathrooms. I like doing the curtains first. We have reusable waterproof shower liners, so they're not actual curtains, but I don't have curtains. I use these, and they're white, they're fabric. And I've had them for a couple of years. I found that if you kind of stay on top of them, you clean them regularly and you take really good care of them, they last a long time. They're almost like new at this point, and I've had them for a couple of years. So whenever I start cleaning the bathrooms, I start by taking those down, and I usually will soak them in the tub. I kind of have various mixtures I go between, but this day I am using some bleach and really hot water. So they're soaking in the tub while I wipe down the rest of the bathrooms, and then I will throw them in the wash, give them a really good wash, and then I won't put them in the dryer. I'll just hang them right back up while they're still damp, and that seems to do the trick. They, like I said, have lasted the last few years. They're still going strong. I kind of go back and forth if I want to get like new ones or like decorative ones, but because they're so good still, I still tell myself like, well, I don't really need that, and I just stick with these. So we'll see, but for now, this is the technique I use to kind of keep them going strong for so long. Another thing I always like doing is filling our toilet brush holder with cleaner. So that's what I'm doing here. The only problem with this was I used a lemon cleaner and it was yellow. So it just kind of looked weird. It looked like it wasn't cleaner, if you know what I mean. And so that's the only thing that maybe I would change, is doing a different cleaner. I had to charge my camera battery. So while that was charging, I went ahead and continued cleaning and getting things done. This is one of our bathrooms, so I got it all cleaned up and set up with new towels, toilet paper, stuff like that. And then you saw me take these down earlier. I like to take them down. They're pure white, so I like to soak them in like bleach water for a while to get them cleaned up, and then I throw them in the wash. So I don't ever dry them. I usually will just throw them back up wet. So they are hung and they're damp, but they're never like soaking wet. So that is already done and hung up. We have new towels. I cleaned the floor. I still have to mop, but I did vacuum and stuff in here, and then cleaned up in here. The only thing that I have to do, well, I'm not doing, is my daughter and older son, they tend to accumulate a ton of product for hair and face, and you know, they're teenagers, so they have accumulated a whole bunch, and I need them to go through it. They tend to also like go through stuff and then leave empty stuff up there. So I'm gonna have them go through and get rid of stuff and clean up here too. You can probably hear my younger boys are cleaning their room. So they're going through these books and notebooks. They like to draw a lot. Probably on your shelf or your dresser. But they are going through, getting rid of anything that's garbage, and kind of tidying up, getting their desks and stuff all situated. I'm gonna go and fold all their blankets and stack them up nice and neat. But yeah, so they're working on that. And I am going to make a quick lunch for myself. The kids already ate, and it's actually almost dinner time. So I'm gonna make a quick lunch / dinner for myself. If you've been on my channel for a while, you already know what I'm making. I am making the copycat Popeyes blackened chicken. It is one of my go-to things for lunch and quick dinners, and I like to make a big package of this at one time. I throw it on the grill, and then it's a really quick go-to like lunch for me. I am trying to eat better, and this is one of my go-to things for that. It is really, really tasty. It tastes just like the Popeyes chicken, so this is usually my go-to thing, and it's always just easy because I always have it available because I do big batches of it every week. So if you have been a follower of mine, you were probably so sick of seeing this, but if you haven't, that is what I'm making. It is a copycat Popeyes chicken, and I post it constantly because me and my husband are constantly eating it. So anyway, that is what I am making. However, I do mix the recipe up quite a bit. Well, not necessarily the recipe. So how I eat the chicken is I mix it up quite a bit. So I don't really get sick of it because sometimes I'll eat just the chicken plain. Sometimes we chop it up for salads. We have it in wraps a lot. And I'm actually trying a salad kit in this video. I will show it to you in just a minute. But that is what I'm going to be eating it in today. So it's nice just to have on hand and be able to use in a bunch of different recipes. And it's already done, already cooked, and it always turns out really great. So I like having this, and it's usually just my husband and I that eats it. We don't really get sick of it because we eat it so many different ways. I'm going to make just one of these salads. I got these at Walmart. I've actually never seen them, maybe because they're new. But this is the Nashville Hot Mini Chopped Salad Kit. It has romaine lettuce, dill pickle, seasoned crispy cucumbers, and I don't know what that means actually. So I'm going to do this and some of the chicken that I cooked earlier. says that these kits are 1 serving and they are each 220 calories. I'm gonna have that. If anything, I might actually add some extra like romaine or spinach and actual cucumbers. Oh, the dill pickle things are like little, I don't know, can you see them even? Like little seasoned, like almost like a crouton type of thing. So, put that in. Smells pretty good. And then a Nashville, it says, what is it? Creamy Nashville hot ranch dressing. So I'll add that in. And like I said, I think I'm gonna add some more veggies to it to kind of bulk it up a little bit, and then have salad, because this is my lunch and probably my dinner. Making a salad with the chicken that I made on the grill earlier. Kind of do this where I'll make the kids lunch at like normal lunchtime, and then I get busy doing things, and we'll have to, I end up just like forgetting and then eating at an awkward time. I've never had this. I don't know if this is actually spicy. No. It has that Nashville hot taste, but it's not spicy. Okay, like this. I'm gonna make a drink really quick too. I decided real quick to chop up some cucumber and tomato to add in, and I did add just a tiny bit extra lettuce. If you're curious about the salad kit, the Nashville hot one that I'm trying, I did taste test it and it is really, really good. So I will be getting that again. Again, it was 220 calories. I added 1 piece, and I did a smaller piece of chicken, which is the copycat version of the Popeyes chicken, and I grilled that instead of cooking it on the stove. I added a small piece of that, and which I think I'm gonna have to go back and check the calories on that, but I do know that it is a lower calorie chicken. So anyway, I'm gonna go eat, and I'll see you back in a little bit. I am moving right along with getting some stuff done around the house, moving on to getting some dishes done. We had quite a pile since I was kind of avoiding them all day. I wasn't really avoiding them. I don't really mind doing dishes, but I was doing other things, so I didn't get to them until now. And this is one of those evenings where my husband is working late. He's on a job site, and so he's going to be home later, and I'm going to just do dinner a little bit later, and I'm going to do a super, super simple ravioli recipe, so for him and the kids. So it kind of gives me an opportunity to get some other things done while I'm pushing off dinner a little bit longer. I know I've talked in previous other videos about how our kitchen always stays like constantly dirty. Not really dirty, but you know, we constantly have to clean it because there's always dishes. We're always in here cooking, and it seems like once you get it tidied from one meal, you're back in here making another meal, and then it's just like a never-ending cycle, which I think is completely normal, especially if you're a homeschooling family. It seems like you're in the kitchen a lot more, you know, for breakfast and snacks and lunch, and you're just always in here because you're home a lot more to be in here more often. So it's just always a never-ending cycle. But something that I thought was kind of interesting that I've recently noticed is our living room hardly ever gets used now. We are still doing school, but it is
a significant amount less than we were. So we were doing it 5 days a week throughout the school year, and then now we're only at 1 to 2 days a week. I'm trying to keep it very simple and give myself a break, give the kids a break, and but still, you know, kind of stick with in that routine, and my kids still like doing it. So we do it 1 to 2 days a week, and it's just so funny because now like our living room never needs picked up because that's usually where we do majority of our schoolwork, and we are never in here now. I mean, the kids, you know, they'll sit down and watch a movie here and there, but other than that, it's just funny to see that like, oh, now that we're not really doing school very much, we're not really in this room, and it doesn't really need cleaned hardly ever because it just kind of, I mean, we have dogs that shed a lot, so it always needs vacuumed. But other than that, we do eat at the dining room table, and that gets cleaned every single time we eat at it. But other than that, it's just kind of funny to see how, you know, it kind of changes with the seasons.
I'm gonna throw together a quick ravioli dinner for the kids and my husband. I'm keeping it very simple. I have a bag of cheese raviolis. They're leftover, but it should be plenty, and then I'll probably make a big salad for them to go with it, and maybe like some breadsticks or something. And I'm not going to do anything fancy with it. Just pour them in, still frozen. And I'm going to use this Better Goods marinara pasta sauce. We really, really like this one. I've got it several times now. We really, really love this. So add that on top, and then I'll put some cheese in. Add a little water to get the rest out. Cheese and throw it in the oven. Got some mozzarella. And again, they're cheese filled, so I'm not going to go crazy with it. Just enough to cover them. And that's it. I'm going to put that in the oven, and I'm going to finish working on some cleaning.
And here is how their dinner turned out. Something so quick and easy. It took, I mean, no time at all to make and throw together. So this is the perfect for a quick and easy, also very budget-friendly meal for a family. But that is all I have for you today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.